Welcome back. We're continuing our interesting discussion with Brian Neptune, and Brian has written a book called The Science of Magic Trilogy, and this is a self-published book that he has invested his time, effort, and money into, and this is a Dungeons and Dragon fantasy story, right? Yeah, it's a fantasy story that of interest to people probably.
It would be interesting for anyone from, say, 5 or 6 years old up to the Star Trek nerds.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, are you a Dungeons and Dragons nerdy kind of guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a topic dear to your heart.
Well, the way that I came up with this book is that I'm an insomniac, and I was playing a Dungeons and Dragons game, and as I would lay there trying to go to sleep for 5 or 6 hours, I said to myself, well, how would I write a game? So this is almost like playing a game, and that's how it was inspired, is by me creating a game in my mind, and I'd like to get with a game publisher and have them write a game on it. Whether that ever happens or not, I don't know. And I brought a couple of bookmarks.
Okay.
And these are postcards. Yeah.
That's your book, yeah. Now, are the other books on the same type of topic or not?
No. The second book that's coming out right now is An Atchafalaya Journey, and that's where me and my brother went. Then I have a vampire book that it's another, it may not be a trilogy, it may be a saga, because I don't know if I can fit it all in 3 books. And it's a very graphic vampire book, and I don't really know if Kindle's going to publish it.
Because of the graphic nature of it.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
But I did keep it toned down to romance novel. My wife compared it to a romance novel.
Okay.
But there's a lot of action, a lot of subplots.
Yeah.
We got the vampire hunters.
Vampires are hot right now.
Yeah. Zombies.
And
that too.
And we were talking about someone publishing their own book. And I believe you wanted to
Let's talk about that a minute. Now, you can go on to Amazon, and you showed us the format. You type in a 6x9 in Word, Microsoft Word, and you start writing your book. And when it's finished, you can upload it to Amazon. They will check it out, make sure it's readable, and favorable as far as formatted, and the topics are not too outlandish or whatever. And then people read it online. They read it free?
Well, there's times on Kindle, which like I say, it's Amazon, Kindle, this book is only $3.99 on there.
Okay.
For
electronic
an
version.
ebook.
Okay.
And if you order a paper copy, it's $19.99. Well, paper copies last a lot longer, maybe.
Yeah.
You lose your computer, or it crashes and your book's gone. I don't know how Kindle Fires are about crashing or losing books,
but do they download the book? They can keep the text, I guess, on their Kindle or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they have free Kindle readers, and that you can download from Amazon, so that on your computer you can have a free Kindle reader, and they have a lending library where it's 99 cents to get a book. So if you just want to read a book on your computer, you can go to their site.
What is your take on this? I mean, do you get a certain percentage every time it's read or downloaded?
It varies very widely. This, I think I'm getting like 29% for me 29% for the publisher and the store.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But if you're an author that writes and you have a huge following, and those people talk about how great the book is, and people start reading, then I mean it could be an income for you.
Well, and this is worldwide. Amazon. You can choose to get a book in a different language. And that's like customer support. Use them, and most of them are 24/7 because they've got people all around the world connected on the internet, and they'll tell you it may be 2 days before we get back to you with an answer, and you get done typing your question, and 5 minutes later you go to your email and there's your answer already.
So you would encourage people, if they have any writing desire or passion to maybe want to get into, you say you were 50 when you started writing, and you were horrible at English when you were in school. So this just proves that anybody can write.
Right. Computers, if it weren't for my spell checker, my grammar checker, and my wife, I'd be lost.
Yeah, but it's the ideas in your head, and who knows, depending on, and when your other books come out too, you may get a huge following.
Right. You could write a book on growing tomatoes and have it go viral in India, and you still get money for it.
And as long as this is on Amazon and it's available for people to see that its potential, you can make money ongoing for years and years.
And their help files, they're always there and available. I believe I'm not sure if it's Amazon or Kindle, but they have a template that you can go in and write chapter 1 and then jump down. One of the tricks that I used, and I didn't think of this at the very beginning, but on a word processor, you can have it in delete mode or insert, so that if you're typing over something and you want to eliminate it, you put it on delete and you type over it. Put it on insert and it puts it in between. Well, how do you remember what the characters of the book look like? If you describe a mansion in great detail, well, 10 chapters later, you may need that information, and you're going, where was that? Well, anytime I write a description of a character or a place or a list of something, I do it down at the bottom and leave about that much space between my writing, so that just keeps getting inserted and moves on down. And then when you get to, like this one, there's 3 books, you cut that off and you put it on the next book.
And you know right where to find it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this is very fascinating, and we want to congratulate you for this book was published this year, and hopefully you will get some people reading your work.
Well, I've got more books coming out. So.
Well, it's an easy process. You just probably have, just from the trials and tribulations and errors you've made during the process, is probably helping somebody out there say, hey, I can do that too. So that's what you're here for. And we want to thank you for being on the show. And we've got more information about how you can contact Brian at the end of the show. And I don't know if you'd be open.
My email address is Brian Neptune, no spaces, all lowercase letters, at, which if people don't know how, it's shift 2, and Hotmail.
Okay.
And that's my email address, Brian Neptune at Hotmail.
Cool.
And anybody who writes me there, sends me an email, if they want the first chapter of any of my books,
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to them.
Just as a teaser.
Yeah.
And if they're interested in reading more, they can
Right.
either go to Amazon or Kindle or purchase one of your books.
Right.
All right.
And hopefully I can get it in bookstores.
There you go.
Hopefully.
Well, Brian, you'll have to come back if that happens and tell us about your
Future
your
adventures.
chapter 2 of
Yeah.
your adventures, and we'll see what happens. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
It was
And
nice meeting
congratulations
both
and
of
good
you.
luck to you. Good luck to
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much.
I'd like to thank all the guests that have been on the show, and thank you for welcoming me back. You got a big welcome back, Dan,
Yes,
sign up
welcome
there.
back,
Thank
Dan.
you. Didn't
Hope
get a
you're
cake,
here next
but
time. No cake,
No cake.
but you have to be gone like 2 shows to get a cake. Just
just
for
saying.
future
Oh, okay.
notice.
Well, we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. You've been watching 726 in Mountain Homes.